Hi, this is Troxel. Over several of the tutorials, especially over the past few weeks, we've been talking about needing to change the offset when we were wanting to shorten or expand an event on the timeline, and so that determines where in the event we're starting the video. So what we wanted to do was move the offset so that we get more or less of the event. We're going to look at that again today. We're going to look at how we've been doing it, and then we're going to look at another command that might make it simpler for you and actually has another advantage in that it takes care of some other options too, which we'll look at. So stay tuned and like and subscribe, and let's look at the timeline first, and then we'll see how we've been doing it, and then we'll see a new way of doing it. Here's the clip I have on the timeline. We have moved the beginning of the clip over so that this is not the beginning of the clip. The beginning of the clip was over here, so I have shortened it. Then I have put this region on the timeline so that we can get just this region, and it's going to look at just the selected event. So it's going to change the top one but not the bottom one. And we will look at this frame right here. As long as the picture doesn't change, we know we're on the same. And we're going to change it so that we have only the area that's inside this region. So let's look at how we've been doing this. First of all, we're going to start by looking at the regions. We're going to go through for each scriptportal.vegas.region, and the region I expand all of that out so that we have the scriptportal.vegas in there is because Windows Drawing also has a region, and if you just type in region, it thinks you're going to use the Windows Drawing one. So I specified scriptportal.vegas.region. This is my region and my vegas.project.regions. Then I want to get two pieces of information from that region. First of all, I want the region start, which is my region.position, and then we want the region length, which is my region.length. Now I'm going to go through every track in my vegas.project.tracks, then I'm going to go through every event in my track.events, just like we've done many other times. If the event is selected, then we're going to look at it. Now here I added a little note. We should check to see, is this event under this region? For this simple test, I already know it is, and so I am not going to throw this check in there. I'm just saying that realistically, you should check to see, is this event under this region, especially if you had multiple regions and multiple events on the timeline and you wanted it to work with all events in all regions. Now here's what we've been doing in the past. We have our event.activeTake.offset, and then to get the new offset, we have to take the region start minus the event start. That will take into account the events beginning versus the regions beginning on the timeline. But then, assuming we already had an offset, we need to add in the current offset. This will let us add in the additional offset, which is the region start minus event start, to the original offset that was on there. Now if the whole event's on there, the event.activeTake.offset is 0 anyway, so it's not adding anything. Then we set the event.length equal to the region length, and then we have to move it over so that it starts in the right place, so our event start equals the region start. Now let's take a look and see how that runs. You will see this event is now shortened into the region, and our beginning frame here did not change, and everything is still in sync. So that worked just fine. Now let's see if we can simplify that. Now we are going to take those three lines and replace them with one line. So our event is still what we're looking at, but now we're going to use this new command, AdjustStartLength. So AdjustStartLength will adjust the starting position and the length. We want it to start now. The starting position is going to be the region start. So the AdjustStartLength uses the timeline position. So we just pass it the region start, and then the length is the length that we want the new event to be, And then we have this new true-false at the end. Let's see what that stands for. So our AdjustStartLength expects a start time code, a length time code, and then we have a Boolean for adjust takes. If this event had multiple takes, then this command will adjust all of the takes, whereas our previous one only adjusted the active take. So by setting this to true, it is going to adjust all of the takes. If we set it to false, then it'll work just like we did before, and it will only adjust the active take. So now let's see how this works. And you can see our first frame is still the same first frame we had before. It has reduced it down to be the length of the region, and so it works exactly as the other 3 lines did, but it only took 1. So we did it manually, and we let it kind of do it automatically using this second new command that we've just looked at. So you might want to take a look at the adjust start length on the events if you need to trim the events. It is an easy way to go ahead and get the offset set automatically and get the length set, and you don't have to worry about looking at the offset or taking into account any additional offset that may have already been there. Hope you find this tutorial useful. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next tutorial. Please sign up at www.JETDV.com and subscribe on YouTube to get further notifications on when new videos are presented.